What's up, G.I. Joe fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, we got another cool one for you. All the way from 1998, we bring you our G.I. Joe Classic Collection Medal of Honor recipient, Mitchell Paige. This was a super cool G.I. Joe. Like we said, it came out in 1998. I purchased this from Toys R Us all the way back in 1998. And it was a figure that I had been tracking on our radar for quite some time. It was this was a very, very anticipated G.I. Joe back then. And I want to say this was the second. This was either the second or third Medal of Honor recipient. I want to say this was the second Medal of Honor recipient G.I. Joe figure that was manufactured by Hasbro. So this was a really cool figure. He came with a ton of equipment. Mitchell Paige was a phenomenal soldier that did his duty with honor. And once again, it's just a super cool honor to be immortalized as a G.I. Joe. And Mitchell Paige was alive when this G.I. Joe was manufactured. Was manufactured, and it was a cool little story that goes with that. Let's bring this guy down here. Let's open him up. Get you a outside shot here of the box. Beautiful fifth panel. There's the Medal of Honor. Here's your side story on Mitchell Paige. The box is made beautifully. Here's Mitchell Paige. Mitchell Paige received this G.I. Joe when they were going through pre-production. They wanted to get his take on it when they were doing the information and backstory on Mitchell Paige. And they did two color hair colors. This being the more of an orange reddish color. But when Mitchell Paige saw it, he said his hair wasn't this red. It wasn't this bright red color here. So they changed it out. But some of the figures were kept like this. I guess they weren't able to get all of them. Hasbro wasn't able to get all of the head sculpts back. So we wound up with the redder version. And there's a lot of basically stories to that goes to that. We don't know which one's true or false or what, but that was the more popular one that that I heard of. And as you can see, here's the Medal of Honor. And this is the cool part about these Medal of Honor figures. They actually came with the medal. They stopped producing the medal for the future Medal of Honor G.I. Joes that were being produced in the early 2000s. I don't know why they stopped producing them. Maybe they didn't have permission any longer from the Medal of Honor Society or whatever, but at any rate, they stopped producing them. So it was really cool to have a few of these Joes with the actual medal. You see he comes with his helmet there. Beautiful head sculpt of Mitchell Paige. Dog tags. He's got his row of bullets there slung across his shoulders there. belt pouches, grenades, bayonet, knife, rifle. And you see the rifle comes with the strap. And you can see our Mitchell Paige is factory sealed. That's a beautiful figure. You see the logo, there's the Marine Corps logo right there on his chest. Can't really see it that good. Actually came with the ankle coverings there. Boots. Big machine gun, water-cooled machine gun here with the tripod. Extra row of bullets there. That's running through it. Let's see if we can get it a little down, a little closer for you here. Get you some good shots in here of the. Here's another part of the tripod stand. It helps elevate the machine gun. This is just a beautiful. There's his helmet, potbelly helmet there. Beautiful figure, beautifully done. There he's got the classic collection hands. This was a figure that, once again, like I said, I really wanted this figure. He was to me just super awesome. And at the time, I was building my G.I. Joe collection. This was a figure that was just very different and unique. I mean, because the amount of equipment that he came with and weapons that he came with, there's some figures that just automatically grab me, that just speak at their own language. And I absolutely couldn't wait to get this guy. And there were a few of these guys on the toy store shelves when I got to Toys R Us. So I was fortunate enough to be able to grab this guy without any issues. But the thrill of the hunt, guys, I can't tell you how it felt walking into Toys R Us and seeing this guy sitting on the toy store shelf. The box art, everything beautifully. And because I'm an M.I.B collector, you could imagine seeing me standing there inspecting the box and inspecting the figure. I was looking at everything. Some of the Toys R Us workers thought I was crazy. I said, he's looking at every single one of these Mitchell Paige G.I. Joe boxes. Just pick. I know they want to say, just pick one already. Guys, it's not that easy. This Mitchell Paige G.I. Joe has been in our museum collection ever since 1998. So that's what, 20 years? You're looking at a figure that's 20 years old and still looks like he came off of the toy store shelf back in 1998 at Toys R Us. Here's the side of the box right here. These boxes are just made so beautifully, guys. This is why I can't bring myself to destroy these beautiful boxes. Here's his equipment list. Got a little dust up there. This figure stays in our main museum. Let's turn him around. Get you a side shot here. Well, let's get you, set it up there. Get you a blown out shot. And this was the next figure that was on, or that was coming out. Nisai Soldier, another beautiful figure. And then down at the bottom here, you had add these 1998 G.I. Joe recruits to your collection. Look at that. And we did. We have all of these figures in our museum collection. Yes, we do have Colonel Powell. Let's get you a year. And this is when Kenner was still making these beautiful figures. Here we go. 1998. Guys, what do you think of our G.I. Joe Classic Collection Medal of Honor recipient, Mitchell Paige? Do you have this guy? Are you looking for this guy? You can still find Mitchell Paige. I would always say Coswell Collectibles. They are a fantastic internet toy store, online toy store that you can purchase G.I. Joes and all types of action figures. Their G.I. Joe inventory is massive. They recently just added just a ton of new G.I. Joe inventory to their website. And we were on there. We checked their website maybe 7 or 8 times a day. We're constantly checking their website to see, believe it or not, guys, as massive as my G.I. Joe collection is here at the museum, we don't have all of them. You know, there are some G.I. Joes out there that I don't have. Somebody asked me the other day, how many G.I. Joes do you have? And we're somewhere around 1,000, a little over 1,000. I would say 1,100, maybe 1,200 G.I. Joes. But we have, you know, that's just our G.I. Joe collection, you know. Other military soldiers we have more of, but for the most part, we don't have everything, you know. So, and that's the cool part. That's the thrill of the hunt. There's still stuff out there that we just don't have. And Coswell Collectibles is that website that we absolutely swear by. And we do a lot of business with those guys. We just made some purchases the other night off their website. Some things that I just didn't have that I've been looking for quite some time. So we got more fun and surprises down the road for you guys with that. But Coswell Collectibles would be the first choice. Then eBay. Get you some close-ups here. Get you a blown out shot. Just a beautiful figure, very well made. This box is extremely heavy. It's got some weight to it, and you can see it has the Velcro tab on it, which I thought was just a very nice touch because it helped close the box. Before, they didn't have that closing part where you could close the box. They had a part of the cardboard that would insert inside of the other side of the box, and it wouldn't stay all the time, so it wouldn't stay closed. So the Velcro part, I love the Velcro part, and it's just a nice touch to the box. This is a collector's. Was really made for collectors, but it was considered a kid's toy. But for the most part, it was really geared towards the collector demographic. Guys, we'd like to thank you for hanging out today with us in our museum. Hanging out with us with our Medal of Honor recipient, Mitchell Paige, our G.I. Joe Classic Collection figure from 1998. You know the routine, guys. God bless. And keep collecting.